everybody, welcome back to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. We are back from break. When we left our heroes, they had convened with the Legion of Ezrah, delivered the news of the Sea Hag Coven's defeat, and then gained the blessing of Preta Kripa in order to travel into an unknown gate. On that journey, Ezrah was taken by the shadow, held for many long moments as he gazed into the beyond of whatever it is the shadow holds contact with.
Touched sensually.
But eventually he was released. And one by one, the party has popped out of the other side of this gate into a new place. So, as you all are plopped out, deposited from the silvery surface of the gate, it closes behind you. You all find yourselves in a dust and cobweb-filled room. Behind you, set into the eastern wall, is the stone arch that you have traveled through. There is a door on the northern wall. But other than that, you're just in a small, like a 20 by 30 room filled with dust and cobwebs.
Okay. Wellness check.
Wellness check?
What does the gate look like?
Gate
What does the
looks
gate look like?
identical to the one that you came through. 3 stones, the keystone and the 2 base stones, each of which hold a graven image of an old man with a staff gesturing forward.
Okay, is everyone feeling okay?
Did we see Ezra's symbol?
Yeah, you
eyes,
saw
all
the
that?
symbol above his head. You saw it dissipate. You saw his eyes flash black. You all witnessed that. Yes.
Hey, Matt, can you recall? Can you like draw that symbol so we could show it to Ezra, see if it means anything? Do you remember it looked like
Cool.
that?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. Are you gonna try to recreate
Ezra,
the
are you
symbol
okay?
for Ezra?
Ezra, are you not okay?
Yeah.
So Matt did the backwards thing. So like,
Yeah, that's why I asked if he was not okay.
but
I got
you
lost
okay?
in the
Like,
conversation there. Me
your eyes-
or Ezra?
your eyes did this, and I used thaumaturgy to make my eyes do what his eyes did.
Okay. Ezra, you watch as Ashes makes his eyes go black for a brief moment.
It's interesting.
They are dark, like the shadow that gripped you.
Except
Huh?
I did it voluntarily.
Where are we?
Does this place look familiar?
It
Does it look
looks
familiar?
like the dark, cobweb, dusty filled inside of a room.
Get ye flask.
Say what?
I don't know. It just sounded like an old,
Okay, gotcha.
old style like mud, and I was like,
Okay, so we're in like a storeroom somewhere.
There is
What is
nothing in this room except
just a
for
room.
dust and cobwebs and this fucking gate and a door.
Okay, the floor and walls are made of what? Stone? Dirt?
Yeah, stone.
Stone. Okay.
is it carved or cavernous?
Nope.
Carved.
I'm a dwarf. I'm very good at stone. Do
Okay.
I recognize this stone?
Roll me a history check with advantage.
Yes, because I am a dwarf. I rolled a 21.
So, I mean, even as a dwarf, eventually, granite looks like granite looks like granite.
Yes, I've identified this as granite.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. You didn't identify this as granite. It's just that, worked stone of a same type looks like worked stone of a same type looks like worked stone of a same type, right? Like, it might be
worked
granite
stone.
or something along the lines of granite, but there's nothing so interesting about it to cause it to stand out in your mind comparatively, right?
Okay. It doesn't look like it's full of malice. I want
Full
everyone
of
to know that.
malice. I like that. The stone is full of
Okay.
malice.
Hold on. I've received word that the stone is indeed full of malice.
Yep. There we go.
Okay. Is there a way out? Is there a door or a hatch or some shit?
Yeah, there's a door on the north wall.
All right, I go up to it and I listen.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
I'm almost willing to put money that there are Avrandar drow on the other side of this door.
26.
I'm normally perceiving.
You hear the faint sound of croaking nearby.
Croaking.
Is this the gate on
On 8.
7?
No,
Or is it 8?
7.
There's the female
Okay.
on 8. There is the female dwarf portal. There's the twin serpent mirror portal, and then there's the gear mirror portal.
Well, the dwarf girl is a key that you have to enter or you have to push in there, so it's not that
we've
one.
unlocked that one. So it would be
And that
really
goes to
weird if it was
6.
one of the two mirrored portals.
Okay,
Why don't
well,
we, go walk
I don't
around
know.
and find out.
I guess we just walk around, fucking
Although,
whatever.
maybe we're being presumptuous, making croaks. Oh, it's clearly the Black Tongue tribe.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember any work stone like this there. Also, I taste the air. Is it humid like the swamp?
Also, wizards have frogs for spells and stuff.
Still holding
Might
on
be
to
different.
Dramacore.
No, it is not humid like the
I'm
swamp.
holding on.
All right, I don't think it's the swamp. Let's all right, whatever. I guess I just open the door.
Knock, knock. Open up the door.
I don't knock. I just open it.
You open the door, and beyond,
I
you
poke my cat head
find
out.
Saw your brain working there for a second, Jay.
beyond you find a
Well,
room.
there's a lot of black.
Um,
I don't have any black. I'm still at the fucking
wrong
original
floor.
portal.
yeah, you guys are still. I haven't moved you guys.
That means he hasn't
Oh.
revealed it yet. Okay, great.
You find yourselves looking out into a room that has this kind of like little alcove, north and south kind of like scenario, right? Directly to the north of you, across the way, is another door. And to the west side of this room is a spiral staircase, right? Flanking either side of that spiral staircase are green marble statues of tall, proud, elven warriors clutching shields and spears.
Full
The
size.
shield of the northern statue features a pine tree, while an oak tree is emblazoned on the shield of the statue to the
My God. Okay.
The walls here are carved with frescoes of elves traveling through space aboard sleek wooden vessels with giant crystalline wings, visiting strange worlds, battling orcs and dragons in space.
Okay.
In space.
Exactly that, in space.
Okay.
I look at the ships and I say, so primitive.
So some sort of
They're not primitive. In fact,
Some sort
Matashtai is
of-
probably the only person who might have seen vessels like this before in real life, right? Matashtai has traveled the space between worlds, has traveled through interstellar space, right?
Okay, I'm getting wood elf vibes. Do we know any wood elves?
You do.
I do.
Yeah.
Who?
I mean, the Emerald Enclave?
Oh, yeah, I know them. I don't think I've been in contact with any elves though.
Isn't the main steward of the house an elf?
Damn, is he? I thought he was a fucking gnome.
Melanor Fellbranch is an old elven man.
Oh, I thought he was a gnome.
Wow.
That changes your perspective on things.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh.
Huh. All right then.
Every
in
time,
short,
every
yes,
time I
you
talk
know
about
elves.
Melanor now, I'm gonna have to be the elven man, Melanor Fellbranch.
The
I just-
tall elven man.
I just imagined a dude having squirrels deliver his messages was a gnome. Okay? It just makes more sense.
He just
Not a wood
focuses
elf?
more on the druid side of things.
Oh, gnomes can't be druids now?
No, I'm saying
I didn't say
rather
that.
than leaning into the elven side of his heritage, he leans into the druid side of his personality.
Okay, well, whatever. I go and look down the spiral staircase
Okay, you see
without going down it. I just look down it.
it spirals down to at least another floor, and it spirals up to at least oh nope, never mind. It does not spiral up. You are at the highest level of the
Are there any windows?
spiral.
Yeah. Oh, are
Uh,
there any windows?
No, there are no windows.
No windows.
Okay, so definitely still like underground.
Okay.
So we walk out the door, staircase. What's the other way?
What is the other
So
one?
you walk out to the door. Left is staircase. North of you is other door, and then
Mhm.
to the right is
So
wall.
you use left and north. Is this west?
Yeah, sorry. West.
West.
West is the staircase. North is another door. East is
Okay.
wall.
Wall. Okay.
Okay. You guys want to check out another door? Or you want to check out some stairs?
I mean, I'd like to check out some stairs.
Might be better to knock the door out first.
But like, what if this is full of guards?
Yeah, what
Does
if
it sound-
guards at the
Does
top of
it
the
sound
stairs?
like it's full of guards?
What if the downstairs is full of guards? That
I don't.
point is moot.
Unless I'm alerted by guard sounds, I'm not.
Yeah, when I'm playing a video game and I have the option of changing floors, I usually like to clear out the one I'm on before I change elevation.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's just look in there. That makes sense.
Okay. Go to this northern door.
Yeah.
Okay. Bones at the head.
Sure.
You pull the door open. It does not seem to be locked or anything like that. And beyond, you find yourself looking into a ghastly ossuary, right? The walls and ceiling of which have humanoid skulls and bones cemented to them in decorative arrangements. There are very few bare patches around this room that have yet to be filled. There are the remains of at least dozens of people in this chamber.
All right, very cool. Gonna go ahead and shut that.
Okay. Doors shut.
Okay.
And gonna go ahead and proceed with a little more caution down the stairs.
Yeah.
We're going down or we're going up?
There's no
Sorry,
There's no
there,
up.
there is not an up. That was my bad. It only goes down.
Sorry.
I thought you guys were on a different floor, but you are not.
All right. Well, we're at the top of where we're gonna go, so let's go down. Do we have stealth? Are we stealthing?
Yeah,
Engage stealth mode.
I'm
Okay.
being stealthy.
Everyone roll stealth checks for me.
And there, my dice, back to normal.
Back to normal. Okay. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Who's taking the? Since this is a stealthy operation, who am I correct in assuming that it is Bones out front, Matashtai following up, with Ashes and Ezra bringing up the rear?
No.
Kind of scenario.
That does seem like a safe assumption.
Okay.
Yeah.
Giggity.
Then Bones, you are the first one to make it down the circular staircase. You come to a landing. Where a room lies before you. The staircase does continue further down, right? But in this room itself, you find the walls here are carved with more frescoes, more
Okay.
depiction of elves. But this time, it's not in space, right? This time, it's in the sky. It's depictions of clouds. And you
elves.
see these elven chariots racing through the clouds, pulled by fiery horses, coursing through the sunlight, through starry skies, with the backdrop of immense domed cities in the clouds.
Wait a second. So the room full of bodies were they all one race or like?
No, they were very easily identifiably many races.
What did their wounds look like?
No, we didn't look.
You didn't really take the time to investigate that. But if you're having this thought, you could go back and check.
Guys, can we take a minute? I wanna go take a look again, real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You pad back up the staircase to
Go in that
the
room. take a
northern
chip
door. You open it and look within, and roll me a medicine check.
Okay. Are they just like strewn in here
No.
haphazardly? Are they arranged?
They're arranged, right? They seem to be, and they're cemented together, right? Like they're glued to the floor and the walls and the ceiling in these kind of like displays of arrangements, right? Like they're not just scattered bones. This has been done with purpose.
Oh, that sounds like a goddamn psychopath. That sounds like okay.
Okay, the wounds that slew many of these individuals are as varied as the individuals themselves, but you do notice a couple of standouts. Okay, there is a fair amount of blunt force trauma, right? Bones that have been shattered, that would have been killing blows, that are kind of like knitted, cemented back together for these kind of like corpse arrangements. Okay. There are some skeletons, right? That are entirely pristine, as if there was no real, because they're all skeletons, all bones, right? No flesh. So there are some skeletons that look like they received no trauma at all. Right? So whatever did the killing must have not harmed the bones, period. And then there are a couple, a fair amount, that you notice bear very slight nicks on some of the bones, generally bones around the heart area in the ribcage and or in the skull. And you're able to, with your 20 on medicine, you're able to identify them as the puncture wounds of an arrow.
Okay.
So there are many more killing blows, but those are the three that you see that are kind of like repeated, you know, either pristine, blunt force trauma, or arrow.
And like this room is basically just these skeletons arranged.
Yeah, it is
anything else in this
a creepy ossuary of, as you put it, a psychopath.
Okay. Okay, I exit.
Okay. So back down the stairs to Cloud Elf room. Within this room, right, like you see all of these frescoes with the various cloud top cities and the cloud chariots. Still elven motif. And the staircase, the spiral staircase continues down, but the room itself is kind of like angled, diagonal, right? And there are 2 doors on the eastern wall, right? One to the north, one to the south on that eastern wall, both going towards the east.
There are what? There are windows?
2 doors.
2 doors on the eastern side.
Both opening in that direction.
So like there's like a north door and a south door, both going east.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Is the south door like the outside of the tower? Like if we're following a wall, if we're following the right wall, which
It would still be inside. It would not be leading outside, no.
Well, sorry. I don't mean like it's leading outside. If I wanted to hug in a wall,
Then yes, it would be the outside. The
Okay.
right side would be the outside. Presumably.
let's do that door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same scenario, bones at the door.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You open the door. And you find a small, narrow chamber. About 20 feet long, 10 feet wide. There are broken staves all across the dusty floor here. But there is a singular beam of light that shines down from seemingly nowhere, right, onto a narrow, rectangular stone table in the back of the room. And on that table rests a wooden staff that looks similar to the broken ones that cover the floor. And it's carved with floral motifs.
Okay, very, very elfy.
It's just laid on this table in this beam of light.
Yes.
Hey, Matt. You have your little dance thing that you do to kind of get a feel for where your stuff is.
Oh,
Maybe that could give us a beat on if we've passed your relics.
yeah, because if it points up, we went lower. Yeah.
If it points up, we might need to be concerned.
I go into a kata.
Okay.
With
And while
Tom
he's doing that, this beam of light, what's the diameter? What's the...
It's yay big, right? Just kind of like down onto a portion of the staff, not the entire staff, right? But onto a portion of the staff. Goes up, and it's just a little pinprick in the ceiling that doesn't look like it's coming from anywhere.
Magic.
Kata begins. As that happens, I think we just go with this. Matashtai, you all move slightly away. Give Matashtai a little bit of a chance to kind of like move. Begins to flow through his forms, and at the end, right, like Matashtai, you feel this is a comfortable thing for you, but you feel you almost feel as if there is a body mirroring your own, right? And all of the rest of you see just the faintest outline of a specter kind of like following the patterns that Matashtai is moving through. Matashtai, Tombakiri out in the final like form. Thunk goes straight down. You are very far away from the next one.
Okay.
Okay.
So we are higher than the Slither Swamp. Because the Slither Swamp went down, but it had the vibe of being close.
I mean, there are all sorts of passages around the Undermountain,
Oh
but
shit!
Or you've gone so far down
There's another one.
that the closest one is further away from you.
I just had a thought. The only elf we know
Is Willow?
is Willow. Is
Are we
Willow
in
a
it?
mother psychopath?
are we
she's got
in
a
Willow's
kill room.
tower? Are
Yes,
we in
she's
Willow's
definitely a
tower?
murdering
She was
psychopath.
put in charge of the forest by Halaster.
We know she's the murdering psychopath. The first thing she did upon meeting us was cut us.
For hurting a tree, at least she had a reason.
Well, I'm sorry. Is that clear? Is that fair justification for cutting a tree?
Well, she didn't kill us.
Well, we only barely hurt the tree.
We didn't kill the tree, so we didn't die.
I think the standards here are a little.
Look, I'm not saying she's right, but like that doesn't strike me as a person completely unhinged that has a room full of skeletons.
Okay, so
Literal skeletons in the
Telling
closet.
me that if you were told, "Hey, Willow has a room full of skeletons," you would be like, "No way!"
I mean, I have.
No, I do not think I would be like, wow, I'm super like not surprised by that. She's definitely a serial killer who keeps the skeletons of her victims in a room. I would never have guessed that. No.
I'm not.
And if you say
unsurprised
you
by that.
did, where's the
No,
evidence?
I didn't say I was going to guess that. I'm just saying that I wouldn't be surprised if I found that out.
I wouldn't have guessed it, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Okay, let's review. What about her says I bring home the bodies and keep the skeletons?
I mean, we didn't see a lot of fucking graves.
In a forest?
I walked down the stairs. I'm sick of this argument.
Wait, what about the staff? Is that like you think that's like trapped as fuck?
If we're in Willow's tower, don't touch her stuff.
Oh god, if we are in Willow's Tower, I really don't want to touch anything.
All right, well, we'll not touch it. Let's.
But I really want that staff. Okay, let's explore the tower more and maybe come back for the staff.
Staff's gonna be gone when we come back.
If it's not Willow's tower, whatever, fine. But if it is, don't touch her stuff.
Okay, all right, cool. Let's. All right, descend.
Alright, so
Down.
that was the southern door. Now we do the northern door?
No, I go down the stairs.
We're just doing the stair. Okay, gotcha.
If it's Willow's tower, I'm not going through more of her stuff. If it is, I can come back. We can come back.
Okay.
Why don't you slink ahead to verify?
I slink ahead to verify.
Bones, you slink down the stairwell and you find yourself in another similarly shaped room. The walls here are carved with frescoes depicting exchanges of gifts between several groups of dwarves and elves, with the backdrop of an incredibly beautiful, breathtaking elven city. Other than that, the room, somewhat dusty, is relatively empty. But what you can see very obviously is across from the entrance that you are at, on the eastern wall, is the kind of like telltale impression of the backside of a secret door. So you are on the side not meant to be secret.
Okay. I'm on the not secret side of a place with a secret door. Alright, I just keep going down. Wait, is there a down?
There's
not
as
a down.
far down as it goes.
I'm on the not secret side, or
Yeah.
I'm on the not hidden side.
Yeah.
Of a room with a. Is that the only way out? The secret door?
That
You
and the
can tell if you're
stairs.
stroking out or what. You
I
just keep
don't.
repeating
It's
the
very
same
unclear to me exactly what is happening. I guess I go open the door. I don't know.
You walk over. As you approach, again, this side is not meant to be hidden, so you can very clearly see the outline of it.
Okay,
You
so
can
I'm
see-
in the secret side.
Yeah, you are on this secret side.
Okay. That makes
Like-
more sense.
Like, the other side, whatever's on the other side is the hidden part, right? Like, people, you are where you would walk after you found the hidden door.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. Yes. All right then. Yeah, whatever. I go open it.
Yeah, I mean, so you can very clearly see the mechanism and what it attaches to, and there's basically like a little panel that you tilt slightly, and you do so, and as the door in front of you goes and kind of grinds open, not as hefty, right, as some of like the dwarven mechanisms you've seen before that do the whole like drawn out grrr, you know, kind of like this kind of just like grinds a little bit and then swings open. And immediately there is a hiss and a what the? And you are attacked by a displacer beast and an elf on the back of the displacer beast, and you see the whip crack of a tree flailing behind it as you walked into the throne room of Willow of the Wood.
All right, I just shouted, "It's me! It's me! It's me! I'm sorry! It's me!"
Oh my god! Oh shit!
Set up.
God damn it.
Hey Matashtai, how's it going? Oh fuck. Yeah. Okay. So.
This is
so
great.
loud.
Okay.
He was so confident.
Okay. So uno momento, I can actually just like move you guys the fuck on over. Now that we know where we're actually at. Blah, blah, blah.
What was that? We were in.
So we were at level 3, and this went to level 5?
Yeah.
5? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bones. I do need
Reggie.
prior to anything else happening, Krasan is going to be leaping at you and attempting to bite you. So
This
this
is
is
happening.
going to be a 13 misses.
That don't hit.
And I think, I mean, Krasan, Willow, they are very adept individuals, so there is a brief moment, right, where they attack prior to being able to identify anything, but immediately
makes
after
sense.
that moment, right, like, you're like, oh, it's me, right? And Krasan kind of, like, leans in almost as if for another bite, and Willow, like, yanks back on the displacer beast. Right? Like,
All
and,
your entire
and
head.
there's immediately this scenario of, like, what are you doing in my tower?
Yeah, we took a portal. We just took a random portal, and yeah.
You hear
Hey,
her
hold on.
sigh, right? And she's
Just
like,
a second.
I
Guys,
told you!
It's
She like,
Willow's portal.
she looks over at Halaster and she's like, I said we should have bricked that up ages ago. Just have people walking in the back. And Halaster's
Honestly,
over
you
just, but it was,
Probably should.
it's friends. That can't be bad.
Yeah.
Right, I go forward. I wanna see more.
Yeah.
Let's sneak up. I'll walk up.
You
Hey, what's
sneak
up?
up. Oh goodness. So, is there anything you guys want to immediately like? Obviously, Willow can be moody in the best of times.
Our bad. You know,
Um,
we just took a portal. You know, we thought we were being adventurous.
Anything else to say or do?
Sorry for intruding. Definitely had no intention of doing so. Period.
She narrows her gaze at all of you. Adventuring. Huh?
Well,
And exploring.
Exploring,
we
huh?
wanted to get down deeper, but
How much of my tower have you explored?
not
Only
that
like
much.
a room or two.
Not
Just-
that much of it, just like a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I want Matashtai to roll a deception check for me.
The one who is
Not
very
because-
much.
not
honest.
because-
I said only a
Not
room or
because
two.
that was not true, right? Because that is true, only like a room or two.
But you're scarred
However-
for life.
Matashtai established some pretty staunch beliefs earlier, so I okay, all right, hold up. Let's see. Let's do some rolls. She's not actually.
Look, I will say that we did not touch your stuff, though.
Insight.
I did
Ah.
touch your stuff.
No, not you against
Oh.
Matashtai's deception. I rolled that as a whisper. That was not my intention. Un momento. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Up. Whoop. Hey, it was the same. It was a 16 both times. Willow narrows her eyes at Matashtai and she says, "What did you find?"
Oh.
Okay, well, we may have seen a room that had a couple of skeletons.
You see relief wash over her face. And she says,
and
all right. No worries. Fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
And a room. Okay, yeah.
What else? You said it. You were off the hook. I was letting you go. You fucking spoke.
Damn it. Okay, and like a room with some sticks.
Stabs.
Stabs, yeah. Some broken. One that looked really cool.
Did you touch anything?
No.
Good. You will forget what you have ever seen in that room. It does not exist.
Okay.
Okay. Done. Yeah.
And like narrows her gaze at you. And you could tell, right? Like, if you guys weren't like friends, allies, she probably would have already just like killed you guys. Like, you know? Even Halaster is kind of quiet at the moment. And Halaster is
boy.
never quiet when you guys are visiting. But like there's this weird scenario, like Willow is giving you a pass, but she seems just incredibly paranoid that you not talk about or act on that particular room, not the skeleton room, that room seems fine. She didn't give a shit about that one. But the room with all of the broken staves and the flower motif carved one, that one seems to be a hot button issue for her.
All right.
Helotus. So she kind of just looks at you like the like kind of scenario.
My lips are sealed.
You hear this kind of like creaking and like the kind of like rattling of cups as you see Halastree's limbs kind of like come down from above, and Halastree goes, Now, why don't we all have a little bit of tea to settle our nerves? That was quite the startling surprise, right? But now everything's good. And Willow and Croissant kind of like back off just slightly, like Willow kind of like pulling Croissant away. And Willow like seems a little absent-minded for a moment. Like she kind of seems like lost in thought, and doesn't press you on anything else as kind of like Halastree, pulls over these little saucers with little wooden tea bowls on them, and kind of like dishes out to everyone.
As we're drinking the tea, I just kind of take a moment and I say, we are sorry, Willow. We honestly didn't mean to enter your tower unannounced.
She kind of like responds almost absent-mindedly. She kind of like waves a hand at you and she says, I spoke truthfully. I should have bricked it up a long time ago. It's my own fault, not yours.
You can just brick them up? That works?
If you walk into a wall,
it doesn't stop them from
Oh God, with the bodies
going.
No.
Well, let me be clear. Halaster's magic doesn't like to be tampered with. You can enclose something like that, but not too closely. The gate itself will dismantle anything impeding it. So I could brick off the room so that anything teleporting into it was just stuck in the room and had to teleport back out.
Makes sense.
Okay, yes, that makes sense.
Otherwise, I risk
What just happened?
exploding my entire tower.
Oh, yeah. Fair. Okay.
I've seen one gate that was tampered with before, and it was not pretty.
Did she seem fearful about the staff, or was it concern?
Roll me an insight check.
Natty 1, incoming. Nope.
You won.
It was...
I think I have advantage on those, but let me double check.
Okay.
I believe you do. Isn't that your fucking Halaster thing?
It's something. I'm trying to find
I
it.
believe
real
so.
quick. Psychic.
Dual
That's why we
mind
call you the
glamour.
Insight King, right?
Yeah,
you always have
psychic
advantage
glamour.
on that shit?
Advantage on insight. I'm gonna hit another one, see what we get. Okay, it's not better.
Okay. It was embarrassment.
Oh. Oh man, I want to know more, but I'm for sure gonna get us killed.
I'm for sure gonna get us killed. Oh god.
Oh, question
The
for later,
lure.
My internet died. It's coming back, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Jay broke.
I
yeah,
broke.
I saw. That's okay.
Wait.
No big deal.
I'm back?
You back?
No, I'm not back.
Well,
He's not
your
back.
voice is back.
He's probably on his phone.
He's not his phone.
Oh. All right. So, as this is happening, right? Like, Halaster
Hey.
passes out some tea, and
Well, hey, while we're here, I was meaning to talk to you anyway. Hey, can my boys maybe like, I don't know, farm part of the land here? Some of it? Well, just like a little bit of it. Not with
she
the
kind of
trees.
narrows her eyes at you, and she says, "I'm already allowing them to take soil down into their own levels. I will not
that's
see
true.
my farm or my wood domesticated."
No, we don't want to. Oh, I mean, there is that corner next to our entrance, right? There's no woods there.
Kind of like you realize like you're pressing on a point. Roll a
All right, if
persuasion
I'm
check.
putting-
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Okay. This button. Wow. That's pretty damn good for me.
Wow, 19. She says to you, you actually like she has this stern kind of like set face, like she's not happy about this, right? And then you hear Halaster say, Catsup and the cavalry are even now patrolling the wood for poachers, aiding us. And you see her kind of like sigh. And she says, I will think on it. But whatever ends up happening, your goblins are not moving into the wood. I know what will happen eventually. They will start killing. In their nature.
Very fair and generous to think about it. And I'll keep my boys down in our home. Promise.
They are
Anybody
free to
that breaks the
continue to
rules-
come and go as we have agreed upon.
Okay.
We'll see what I can do about the borderlands between the wood, the tunnel leading down. If it is of no current use, then makes sense that it be used for something.
Fair enough.
You have like by the way, not Zach, but like Bones, right? Like has this, well maybe Bones doesn't, but like I could see in Bones' mind whether he's interested in it or not, right? But like you've made inroads with Willow, right? Like and each time, it's a
we're
give
like
and
best
take,
friends
right?
now.
Like you're providing a service, she agrees to something. You provide something else, she agrees to something. And you're like, here's that whole now empty fucking like village to the south of the wood where the werebats were. That's some nice living space right there, right? Like
We don't need that. We got a whole
Yeah.
floor.
the Skull Taker is gonna be like hordes of fucking goblins eventually. It's gonna be like 200 fucking goblins between three
It's
different
a big floor.
I love it.
We got lots of room.
Okay, so like Willow seems she will think about the idea, which so far tends to be
Fair
favorable,
enough.
right? Like
Yeah.
all of the things that she has thought about in the past, she has come back or reached out to the Skull Takers with amenable deals. So progress
Should we
finished
warn-
on that point. Say what?
Should we warn her about the halfling that's got a vendetta?
Oh yeah, that's a good thought. We should probably mention that.
Oh shit! Yeah.
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 Hey, there's a
We got in
halfling that
trouble
wants your
last time we
dragon
did
dead.
something.
A better explanation, perhaps?
Apparently, the dragon, before it was possessed by the sword, Killed all
Valdemar.
his friends. Yeah, Valdemar, before he
And
was
several
possessed by
towns.
Tiralai. Apparently, he killed all his friends and his family and sacked a bunch of towns. Which, he was evil. That makes sense.
That is unfortunate.
Anyway, we told him no. The problem's, taken care of, but he was still mad about it. There's no telling what he'll do.
Vengeance.
I'll tell my boys. They'll watch out, but just thought you should be aware.
Vengeance is not something to be reasoned with. I know firsthand.
Okay.
I will warn Tiralai, and she'll have to defend himself.
If you can you guys try to send him on his way without killing him? I don't know that he deserves to die.
I believe
don't
this
think he'll
halfling
be-
himself will attempt to end.
I don't think he'll be the one to come.
He
don't
already
know, he
tried
kinda
to
gave
hire
off.
you. It would make sense that he would hire others.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If they step within the woods, they will be bound by its laws like all others. So, if they decide to fight, hunt Tiralai, that is a matter that Tiralai will have to deal with. But, if they broach my wood and cause any issues, then I will deal with them myself.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh well, just thought you should be aware.
Thank you. I will inform Tiralai. He deserves to know. Perhaps he will have something that he wishes done.
Okay. Sounds good. I sip my tea.
Yeah, Halaster is just over here like continuously providing like tea and scones and things like that, just like, how can I calm the atmosphere? Right?
Get my carbs in.
But like as the kind of like the moments pass, right?
No, we
Conversation
finish the
dies
tea.
down.
Just kind of leave.
All
right, see you later.
Yep, you guys are permitted to leave and head on your way, which the question is, where the fuck are you going now? You've inadvertently made your way to the Willowwood, which guess
means
is
we can walk down to
kind of
6.
where you guys were gonna go anyway, I think.
We got a whole fuckload of shit to give the goblins, so.
Yeah,
Fair,
we
very
stocked
fair.
up.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I think as you're making your way out of Willow's Tower and south, down the kind of like the little strip of land, towards the entrance to the Lost Levels, you hear a cry come out from the woods, a call, a shout that says, "We've got you now, poachers!" And then you hear this, and you see 4 goblin or goat riding goblins go out of the trees.
The boys!
And kind of like whoosh up and over and then down, and as they're coming down, there's recognition, and they're like, "Ah! Abort! Abort! Abort!" And they're like yanking slow motion on Marchesa and Blicky and Heat,
have a hard time stopping.
and it just goes into a chaotic mess as they try to abort their jumping of you, and it's a bunch of hooves and fur and goblins squealing.
Fair enough.
I think in the immediate aftermath of that, as their mistake is recognized and they, report to the boss, after that they probably, continue on with their patrol duties. and you all are able to make your way down to the 6th
Make my way.
level, to the
I praise them.
to the lost
I
levels.
say, you guys are doing a great job. That was an awesome sneak attack.
And
Like,
it would have
they got
worked
it.
too if you were just poachers. So you guys make your way to
Who the fuck
lost
poaches
level.
down in the 5th level of Undermountain?
Psychopaths.
Flames wanting
Fucking
revenge on
crazy ass
dragons.
poachers.
Well, I mean, you got to keep in mind, right? Like, we don't talk about this very much anymore, but there are all these tunnels that shoot off to different locations, right? Like, you guys are just going down like a singular storyline path of
Yeah.
Undermountain, but there's dozens of areas around you where other groups of people live, other humanoids, you know.
If it goes down to the Undermountain or the Underdark and shit.
Yeah, down into the Underdark and all that jazz. But I mean, even within the within the realm of Dungeon of the Mad Mage, there are locations that have been through publications that you guys are never gonna visit, right? Because there's only so much fucking time that we got to do shit. So,
Yeah, true.
yeah. So there are plenty of other places. But you guys come down. You are almost accosted as you enter into the just like you were almost accosted when you came up from the 7th floor. You are almost accosted as you come down from the 5th floor by the other barricade that is at the mouth of the 5th floor. Blarg is there with Salt and Thresher and Churl, kind of like on guard duty, And,
Yeah, they're really on it. Really
yeah.
proud of them.
Well, some people got seriously fucked up by the crawler attack, so they're taking their new life a little more seriously. So, you are able to head into the nave. There's a little like reconvening session. You realize, what time would it be? It would be middle of the afternoon at this point. So you guys don't have to stay here for the evening or anything like that, but you could if you wanted to. But you're able to head in and start any conversations, do anything there, and I think that is where we'll pick up next week. So you guys can offload all the goods and have any conversations that you want to have, and then we can delve into whatever it is that you guys actually want to start doing as your next goal, whatever your next real destination is, you know?
Floor 9.
Yeah. Well, so... yeah, floor 9 is Dwemercore if you guys are if that's the goal of where you're going. So
yeah.
All right, so next week we will reconvene and we'll see what happens then in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.